Another week, another 1,000 views. minus a couple hundred, give or take.
Give or take.
But
all right, Fly fans, thanks for the support. Hey, while I'm at it, just let me mention, we've got our supporter is Jim. I won't say his name. Nevada Coin Shop. Yeah, I can say his name. Jim Lowry. He's given us silver rounds to give away when we get to 200.
Did you say silver rounds?
Yeah, that's what they are. Silver rounds.
See, I just call them coins because,
they're
I'm
silver
normal.
Rounds. Yeah, they're silver rounds.
We're going to have to take a poll and just show a picture of them again and be like, would you call this a silver round or a silver coin?
Anybody who knows anything about silver would call them a silver round. Other people would call them a coin. Like Josh, when he talked about silver, he would know they're a silver round. But anyway, 200 subscribers, we're going to give them away. Thanks, Jim at Nevada Coin Shop. There you go.
So I found out what, you know how they've been changing the color of where Ramey's used to be? I don't
know what's going in there?
24-hour fitness gym.
And a spa. Dude, this place can't support it.
Yeah. We got too many meth heads. Oh, speaking of which, I am being much more vocal about how I feel about the meth heads around this town. Today, when I was in Casey's, I purchased my drink, and the girl who was behind the cash register, I enjoy seeing her in there and I let her know why I enjoy seeing her in there. I said, I like coming in here and seeing your face because I know you're the only one who works here who doesn't do meth. And I said it loud. Nobody didn't hear what I just said. And she goes, I think you're right. And I was like, yeah.
That's mess.
And it's crazy because you can't listen. We know. You can't hide it. You are not hiding it. The weird sporadic eye shots, like we know when you're on it. And then the hard charge walking. Every time you see one, they walk like they have the most important meeting to attend.
It's funny you mentioned that because I saw your neighbor today. I thought maybe it was just around your house that he walks and talks to somebody like they're there.
Nope.
Saw him way away from your house. He's talking. He's got a really faggy walk. Man.
Oh yeah.
He's got his.
Yeah. I came around the corner today. He was like crossing the street like diagonally, and as I came around, I just freaking did not faze him. He is in his own little world.
Yeah,
didn't even know.
His brain is gone.
Yep. Don't do drugs, kids, men,
gosh,
women.
Man.
Don't do drugs because one, it'll ruin your life, and two, we all know. And it's disgusting. And that brings me to another topic. So there's a billboard that says, that drug addict is your neighbor, your your member, your close friend or something, right? And it was make sure you carry whatever that drug, what is it, epinephrine or something like, what is it?
Narcan.
Yeah, make sure you have Narcan with you.
Narcan.
Okay. Yeah, I'm letting you know right now. I don't care, family member or not, I'm watching you die. If you OD, I do not care.
Your mom had to spray Narcan up my nose.
That wasn't for drugs.
No, it was one hydrocodone, a gummy, and then 112-degree bathtub water.
Yeah, but you weren't like...
No, I wasn't an ODer.
Yeah, no. I'm tired. Listen, I don't care. It always comes down to a choice. Either yes or no.
Oh, yeah.
There is a few select who are like forced into like sex trafficking. That's completely different. Obviously, if I come across a sex trafficking ring and I see people have OD'd, I'm going to try and save their life.
Yeah,
it's not
absolutely.
their fault. But out here and about, if I catch you dropping ODing, I'm not helping you.
Check it out, though.
I'm not helping.
Check it out. So when your mom had to do that for me and they took me to the hospital and everything when I was done, talked to my sister, because Georgia's a doctor and she's all into medical stuff and everything. And I felt so proud. I said, hey, Colleen, at least they put accidental overdose. She said, that's what they put on all overdoses, stupid.
Another reason why I've come to first of all, it's a choice. I went 35 years before I decided to. I tried a gummy, people. I tried one out. I'd been lifting and tweaked something in my neck, and it was causing pretty bad headaches. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. It worked. It worked well. But I went 35 years, and I lived when I first moved out of the house from you guys. There was a short period of time I was living with a drug dealer.
Yeah, you were.
I was surrounded by it, and I never. It always comes down to a choice. And even when, oh come on, man, you know you want something. No, I don't. I'm good. They leave it alone. I don't.
I got a question for you. When you did the gummy, besides the crazy laughing, did you hallucinate any?
Yeah, that's what started my laughing, because I laid down. I was about to go to bed because I'd taken it like 2 hours prior and nothing was happening. And my buddy asked me if anything was happening. I was like, no, I guess I don't know. I guess I didn't take enough, which is fine. I'm not going to try and take more. I feel like half a gummy was good for me. And so 2 hours later, I was like, yeah, nothing. So I went and laid down to go to sleep. And as soon as I hit the pillow and closed my eyes, oh, man, these like vivid pictures started flashing through my brain. And they were, I'm not going to lie, they were pretty twisted, but I was laughing at them. Like it was, I don't know what it was. It was super crazy.
That was letting the real you loose.
Yeah, the animal. And so then I just started giggling at all of them, and I couldn't stop giggling. So I got up and.
See, there's the problem. What leads to drug addiction is people, marijuana, but they try other things like cocaine, and they get such a high that they want to get that high again.
Yeah.
And you can never get that initial high. So they're always chasing that high. And then next
I'm one of those people who says that marijuana is a gateway drug.
It is.
So
it is.
I don't care what anybody says. And my reasoning behind it is because we're curious people.
Yep.
Like we try something and we're like, oh, if that makes us feel like that, what does that do?
Yep.
So
I'll tell you, this was when I was in the Navy, and this is why you got to be careful with the friends you choose too. After I got done with karate class, I went over to the couple's house that I always went over to shower and everything, and I go in there and they're both sitting on the couch, and I look over on the bar and there's this mirror with white powder cut up on it and everything, and I was like, what is that? This is the kind of friends you don't need. Oh, that's cocaine. Go ahead, give it a shot. And for once in my life, I was intelligent and said, nah, man, I think I'm just going to get showered so I can hit the road. And I didn't touch it because with friends like that, you do not need enemies because misery loves company, and they'll pull you right down with them. And I told a story before. There was a guy in the prison that I worked with. He had his own company and every construction company. Mm-hmm. And one night he went to a party and decided to try some cocaine. And then he said, Mr. T, because that's what they called me, Mr. T, I spent $80,000 chasing that dream. Jeez. And sold off business equipment and everything. Yeah. So let's change it up. Oh, you got something else?
Yeah, I got a couple things to talk about.
Go for it.
So I got new shoes. I don't
oh yeah, tell them what you did with your
got some new shoes. But I got to tell you, so Mickey, the great friend he is, he saw the shoes when I went to the gym, and he's like, "Oh man, those are nice shoes." And I was like, "Thanks." He goes, "They make you look gay." I was like, "Thanks." That's why I got them. So
tell them what you did with your other shoes.
So
man.
I had just recently, just a couple weeks back, I got new shoes, and we went to the corn maze, and mistakes were made. We were chilling by the campfire, and I was sitting in the chair and propped my foot up on the campfire. That they use the outside of a tractor rim for the, to keep for the pit. That's where I propped my foot, and everything was good. And then all of a sudden, I realized my foot was getting pretty warm, and so I just moved my foot and I put my foot down on the ground, and I was like, that feels weird. It feels funny. So I turned the flashlight on my phone, and I looked at the bottom of my shoe, and there were air chambers in these shoes at the front, and the heat had swollen the air pockets, but just on the ball side, like the ball of my foot. So every time I was
clarify that ball of the foot.
Yeah, ball of the foot. Yeah. So every time I walked, it just felt awkward and weird.
Let me see those shoes. Oh, dude, are those Adidas?
Yeah. Pretty sweet, huh?
Do you run faster?
No, I don't run. That's why I lift real heavy. I always said that the reason I don't do cardio, I'm not worried about it, is because I feel like if I lift heavy enough and get big enough, that anything that's causing everybody else to run will see me and be like, I'll go around.
Where did you get those?
Hibbett Sports. And
In
actually,
Fort Scott?
No, in Joplin.
Oh, okay.
So what made me
That
really
means you
sad?
got the real thing. Hibbett's does not, like Shoe Depot and all that, they're getting Pumas and Adidas and everything, but there is a problem with them.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Hibbett gets
They suck. That's the problem. I don't like any shoes that I find at Shoe Depot.
I've had some good Pumas come from
No.
them. I bet those were pretty expensive then.
Yes, they were. Went to Champs before that, and I picked out like 5 different pairs of shoes, and every single one of them, they didn't have my size. So I was like, man, either I have a very common shoe size, which is 9.5.
Oh, 9.5.
No, they had 10s. And I was like, oh, man, if my foot was just a little bit bigger. But I do like these. They're super
Hey, make sure
comfortable.
you're leaving room in your toes.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
That's why I go 9.5 and not 9.
Okay. Yeah, I messed mine.
But going back to, you know how you told me about the whole, north and south pole, like
Yeah, the electromagnetic fields.
Yeah.
And
So I was thinking about that more. And have you tried that?
I just did it.
Did you?
I should have mentioned, not only do I get a problem with anxiety, I get a problem with being melancholy.
Yeah.
And so I went out there. I didn't stay out there long because me standing in the grass with my shoes off is pretty unusual.
I'm thinking it would help your butt if you just go bare ass and drag your ass through the grass. I think dogs might be onto something here.
That's why Tansy does that. Man.
I think you're doing it all wrong. I think you just need to.
I think it does make a little difference,
Yeah.
but I don't think it would affect a migraine fog. I was just melancholy.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to try anything. So
try WD-40.
might help with hair regrowth too. I don't know.
Okay. Here.
I'm thinning up there.
Yeah. Inositol, the powder that I take.
Yeah.
Because I had that thing here, and it's just filling in, man.
Yeah.
It takes a long time, and it's just a supplement.
Okay.
And I put it's a little tiny spoon, measuring spoon, and I put it in my juicy juice and drink it down.
Turns out the instructions say to create a nice little goop and just rub it on your head.
No, your mom told me. She goes, "Hey, I have hair growth on the front of your mom does, baby hairs and everything."
Yeah.
She goes, "Maybe you want to do this," and I said, "Yeah." So I do it.
Yeah.
And it like I said, it takes a long time, but at least it's not. If you do like Rogaine, you got to do that forever.
Yeah.
You got to, and I don't know how expensive that stuff is, but I'm sure it's not cheap.
Isn't it like $60 a box or something like that?
Yeah, I'm sure it's not cheap.
Yeah.
And then you're using it, and you're doing this, and all of a sudden you got hair growing out of the palms of your hands, and you know
That's
what
not
people
how
say
that
about that.
That's not how that works. But I'm gonna get a little close to politics, but I'm trying to stay away from it so we can keep stay happy. Say I don't.
No,
I'm
it's
trying to
about. Devin was at the Y today. We ran into. I got to tell you what him and I discussed. We got a
Go ahead.
wager going.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Okay, so had a conversation with my buddy last night, and he brought up a good point. You know how people say, well, if you don't vote, you're wasting your vote. You know how they say that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it goes the same way if you vote.
You're wasting your vote.
You're wasting your vote because say you're a conservative living in California.
Yeah.
What's the point?
That's
You're
true.
a Democrat in Missouri.
Well, if you're in St. Louis, you're okay.
Yeah, but overall,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
conservative. So, I mean, either way,
That is
you're
very
wasting
true.
your vote.
That is very true. And
So,
yeah, very true. So here,
and I actually think that like not voting, you actually have. I think you have more of a. You should be able to have more of a voice than the ones who do vote because you didn't pick a side. You have your own. You have your own theories.
you always have a weird way of looking at
You
things,
might say
man.
that, but no. Listen. Okay. So
I
it's
agree with the
it's
wasting
either
the vote thing, depending on where you live.
conservative or Democrat. Well, maybe I'm somewhere in the middle, and neither one of them represent me.
Well,
And
that's
you're
true.
just picking a side because that's all I'm giving.
Well, that's true. I mean, unless you go libertarian or you got a
That's a
constitutionalist.
serious wasted vote because that's never going to happen.
And see, that's the problem. The other guys who do represent what you might stand for, they're never going to get elected.
How would that happen? Like, what would that look like if, like, presidential elections come about and nobody votes?
They'll just put somebody in there.
You mean like they already do? Weird.
Yeah. That's very true. So here's the deal. So
Trump's going to be president?
Not let me get to it. Devin, he's at the Y today, which, by the way, man, I've known him more than 10 years now. That blew my mind. Do you know I have never lived anywhere long enough? Now, don't get me wrong. I have friends from high school.
Yeah.
We still know. But, I mean, being in the same place for that amount of time to say, hey, that guy right there, he's my friend. I know him and everything. I've never been in my whole life. In my whole life, I've never lived anywhere as long as I've lived here, which you would know because you grew up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but anyway, so we're talking, and you know him. He's Trump's the man. Trump's going to be in. And I said, you watch mine and Chris's podcast. And he says, yeah, but you guys are wrong. Everything's happening the way he plans. And I'm thinking, so he planned on being pulled in for fraud on his business. They've got all the proof, and it's all going to come out. So I said, hey, let's make a wager. He said, okay. I said, if Trump is nominated.
Just nominated.
Just nominated. Doesn't have to win. If Trump is nominated, if he's the Republican nominee, that means he's running. It's just him and the Democrat.
Yeah.
If that happens, I will take you and your girlfriend to dinner.
Nice.
Teresa and I will. If it doesn't happen, you'll take Teresa and me to dinner.
Nice.
And so we shook on it. And then at first I just said him, but I texted him later on and said, hey, man, I should have said you and your girlfriend. And he goes, yeah, you don't want to say that, man, because she just eats steak. And I said, well, we buy a cow every year, so if you win, we can just whip up some steaks right here and have a nice dinner. He was like, okay, I'm cool with that. So
as long as she doesn't get it cooked more than medium rare.
Yeah. And so my point is, your mom and I are going to be getting a free dinner.
Yeah, for sure. Because here, I'm going to put this to bed right now. Just for you, Devin. This one's for you. All right. You think it's working exactly how it's all coming to the light. Here's how I know that does not matter and nothing will be done about it. Epstein Island. That's all I'm going to say. They have the names. They have everybody, and not a single person is going to have to pay the piper.
None.
So,
None. Which
there you go.
I said it before on a podcast. Money makes you above the law. You can do anything if you have money.
Yep.
If you have enough of it. Now, if you have money and they don't like you, they can make you pay a little bit like they did to Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
That pisses me off, man, because, Wesley Snipes was one of my favorite actors. And you think our politicians are paying taxes?
Yeah, heck no. Heck no.
Yeah. So we won't dwell on that too long. What else you got?
Yeah, no.
Don't say nothing, because I got nothing.
Now I'm having a brain fart. I tried to do a new max on chest Monday. It didn't work out. 265 is what I went for, and
What is your hang up there?
I don't know. It's lack of steroids.
Well, I'll help you out. Dennis tried 285 and he failed.
Yeah, that doesn't help me.
And then he was like, I think I'll just stay at 275, but I know.
Yeah,
Dennis, you ain't going to stay at 275, man.
You're not. Lifting, if you do it the way we do it, it is like a drug. You're always going to keep chasing that next high.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
But
it doesn't freaking mess up your brain.
Yeah. I don't know. This is kind of messing with me mentally. I don't know why I can't get back to 275. This is really frustrating me. So
I can't believe it.
But I got it down. I got it down. I was really controlled, and I got it, I don't know, probably about maybe 4 inches away from my chest, and I just couldn't get it.
When you get stuck, do you aim towards the person behind you?
I try everything. I try,
Because that's another thing I'm impressed with Dennis on. I am going to give you your kudos. he doesn't like bring the weight down real fast.
Yeah.
He brings it down
Right,
and
yeah,
then he
yeah.
pushes it up, man.
That's what I do.
Me, I'm going to throw it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I did it.
185.
Yeah.
Not really. I did 205.
Mickey tried for 365 and he couldn't get
365?
it. Yeah. Right now he's at 345. So suck it, Dennis.
Hey.
No.
Mickey, I haven't even met you. And you suck.
He doesn't watch this podcast, but I'll let him know.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't do it.
Tell him to subscribe and he doesn't have to watch. Just tell him to subscribe.
Bring those numbers up.
We need the subscribers, man. Tell him, hey, dude, subscribe. You don't have to watch.
Maybe he did and didn't tell me. I don't know. He's pretty sneaky like that.
Wow.
But
he doesn't watch because he's so busy.
I don't know. Busy sleeping. Dude sleeps a lot. But
and what's
yeah, no,
his max?
I think it was 345. Might be 350.
Dang, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. 3 plates up there and freaking yeah, it's stupid. Me and Blaine get on each side of the bar because I'm not going to try and spot him by myself. Yeah, the one time that Blaine wasn't there, he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to try for it." I was like, "You sure about that?" I was like, "There's a good chance you'll die if you don't get this." Like, you think I'm going to be able to lift that off? I don't know, man.
Hey, do you use the new
Yes, I've used it.
A lot of people don't like that. I like it. I think what their problem is, I think they're going too high.
Well, not just that. So what they need is the one that they had on base when I was in the Navy is there were handles at the end of it.
That would
and
help.
I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah, I
so,
kind of just leave my hands past the pads. It is kind of awkward.
I saw somebody doing, so you know on the back hammer strength where you're,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
pull it down
yeah,
like this.
Yeah.
So I saw somebody on that machine and they were sitting sideways and they brought it down, and I did that the other day. Whoa. That was nice. I enjoyed that. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, the hammer strength where you're sitting on it, there's like padding that sits over your leg so you don't lift off your seat. And there's bars, and you bring them down, and you can do it one at a time or both at the same time. Well, I saw somebody who sat sideways, and they brought it down. Oh man, I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
so,
that would be much better than that machine. That's
that's different. So it worked a different part of my back.
Did it really?
So the one that's for this, that's for your lats.
Yeah, but
well, this one worked like my rear deltoids.
Yeah.
It was a good
I
time.
use those all the. Do you use the seal row? It's right over by the bathroom for your back. You kind of lay on it.
Oh yeah, and
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that one. Yeah. All right. What else?
So yeah, but so right now, I'm still. So my max is still 250, that's my max right now, which pisses me off. But
dude, I almost got you then because I do 225 for 3 reps.
I can do 225 6 times.
I'm talking squats though.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I can squat 225 for 7
I was kidding.
reps.
I was comparing it to your bench.
Oh, yeah. My squats are weak.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't work out, you're missing out. You're missing. It doesn't have to.
It
be
helps
lifting
release
weights.
endorphins that relieve
does.
stress, and
it does.
Like, oh man, and you actually get to the point where at first, yeah, it sucks when you first get back in the gym, or when you first get into the gym. It sucks because your body's like, no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
But then if you stick with it for just a little while, all of a sudden you're going to be like, man, I love going to the gym and I have to go.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you something else. If you're going to go to the gym, if you think, well, I might want to try lifting weights, don't get somebody to teach you who's going to frickin' make you so sore you're never going to want to come back again or get you hurt. When Teresa started working out with me, I was like, here's how you do the exercise, whatever weight you're comfortable with. And she went very light. She's been working out with me now for over a year. And she enjoys it. I told her she's got to take a week off. Something's really wrong with her knee. And she talked to the lady who's a marathon runner. She's in her 70s. Her name's Linda. Mm-hmm. And Linda told her, until you get off that knee and start icing it, it's not going to get better.
Go back to just lift. Mickey can press 225 20 times. Yeah, he's a beast. If you can bench press it, if you can bench press 225 39 times, you got a power level of 91 in Madden.
Wow.
Yeah. These NFL players are a different breed.
Okay, Mickey, I hope you do watch this podcast, and I want to say again, very, very impressive. You suck.
Yeah. We did the the shoulder press, the Smith machine shoulder press or whatever. We had all 250 pounds on there, and he did it 10 times. I only did it 7, but yeah,
He's a beast.
yeah, he's strong.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, we have fun.
How long has he been lifting with you now?
I don't know, like a couple months. I think it's been like, I don't know, maybe like 6 months.
That's great, man.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Because where he like when he first started lifting, he was down like below me, like just below me, Mickey.
Wow.
No, like 185 was like his max, and then he just took off, and I was like, "This is stupid."
He's doing steroids.
No, he's
he just
not.
doesn't want you to know.
He's just got that natural.
He's roiding.
No, I think he'd be getting in better shape faster. I
he's
keep telling him, though, I
hemorrhoiding.
was like, "Yo, you need to do cardio. I don't know what you're doing with yourself." He's like, "Yeah, maybe eventually." I was like,
Yeah.
but
cardio is.
and then Blaine,
Unless you swim like I'm doing. Swimming.
Yeah.
Oh,
Blaine,
my gosh.
Blaine finally he got a new max. He finally was able to bench 215, and I let him have it. I let him have it that night. I didn't say anything, but then the next night he was getting a little cocky, and I was like, I'm going to put him in his place, because when we got done lifting and everything, he's like, yeah, I'm almost caught up to you. And I'm thinking in his mind he's thinking 225, because that's generally what I do my reps with. And I didn't tell, dude, I'm at 250. Like, you got a little ways to go there, guy. Like, it's taking you forever to get to 215, so calm down. But I didn't knock him off his high horse, because I was like, But and then the next day I kind of wanted to, because he's being cocky. Need to put him in his place.
I don't know if I ever told you, man, the one I made to the comment to on the last podcast, Dan Armourtrout. He was a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Took first runner-up Mr. San Diego. He freaking used to throw weight around.
Yeah.
And he would get angry sometimes. I'm
weird.
not saying. I'm just saying he would get angry sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pop the beer open in my face. What are you going to do about it? I'll tell you what I'd do now. I'd make you hurt, buddy.
I do what everybody else does. Press charges.
Come and get me if you don't believe me.
Is that the only way you can get people to visit? That's weird.
You know what, man? My cousins just went down and visited my sister.
Yeah.
I'm not visiting. Well, like we took you guys to Branson. That was fantastic. That's the only kind of stuff I'm doing anymore, because every time I look, I notice traffic goes 2 ways.
Yeah.
Airplanes go many different ways. Yeah, I'm done. Don't get me wrong.
To be fair,
if I go out to Colorado, of course, I'm going to see Pam and Randy, and my buddy Bill Kenline's there. But
we're probably scaring them off, though, with all the meth stories. I don't think I want to go there.
But I'm thinking, isn't it everywhere now? Your mom said it's
but
probably higher per capita here because we're rural.
Not just that. Like, when you go, when I go to Fort Worth, I don't notice it, at all.
But are you looking?
Yeah.
Are you?
Because I wanted to see if it was, just me being here, or if it's, everywhere. But, not I know it's there, but they hide well.
See, now I'm wondering. I know we were named first, but Nevada is Nevada, and we call it Nevada. Were they meth heads back then?
I don't know.
Back in 18-something.
Why is it Nevada, though? I mean, Nevada makes sense, too, though.
Only if you make the A a long A, and then the second A a short A.
I don't know.
Nevada.
I don't know.
Now, I know what my brother will say. It's Nevada.
Yeah.
Even when I explained to him that we came first, he was like, it's Nevada. Oh, man.
All right. But yeah.
What else?
So, no, that was it. Just wanted to,
That our podcast time?
yeah, that'll be the podcast.
How much time have we got?
I don't know. I think we did it, though.
Hey, we don't care.
yeah,
we
we're
don't
going to keep
care.
it short.
It-
Trying to keep it nonchalant now, like really actually get back to our roots of what we said, where it was going to be an escape.
Plus, if we let this go for a few weeks, let's miss the next 2 weeks because our subscribers will go up.
By 3.
Peace, Fly fans. Oh, no, I'm going to say this. Subscribe. Get your friends to subscribe. Like I said, even if they don't watch, just subscribe. Get our subscribers up. Thanks, Fly fans.
Here it is, the moment they've been waiting for. They tried to shut us down, but my God will not be ignored. Prepare yourselves for battle, prepare yourselves for war. This is like nothing else they ever seen before.
Somebody want to tell me what's the deal with this weed? Ha! Got him. Hey, you guys have a great Wednesday.